Hi friends, today I am happy to welcome you to my channel where every video is a new adventure. Today's video will be the beginning of our exciting journey through the world of aquarium guppies. Each of these fish is a true work of art, filled with amazing colors and lush shapes. You've wondered who guppies are, haven't you? Let's uncover all the secrets and magic that these amazing creatures hide together. Before we start our dive into the world of guppies, I want to ask you to support the channel by subscribing and leaving a like. Your support is important to me. Now let's go on this exciting adventure. Guppies have always been one of the most favorite fish, not only for beginners, but also for professional aquarists. It is not for nothing that many people call it the million's fish. Her coloration is as individual as the pattern on a fingerprint. Each guppy is a unique and unrepeatable work of art. Each guppy is a masterpiece. Guppies were the most popular fish of the last century. Breeders enthusiasts of the time managed literally for a few decades to transform the wild gray and unsightly individuals guppies in the most beautiful and colorful inhabitants of domestic ponds. Guppies inhabit the northeastern part of South America, Central America, Southern Caribbean, primarily Venezuela, Guyana, Suriname, French Guiana with the islands of Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, Antigua and Barbuda, Netherlands, Antilles. Currently, as a result of artificial acclimatization, these fish have spread to all continents. Wild specimens are rarely found in home aquariums. Most of the fish presented in our stores are selections from commercial farms. Interestingly, despite their fragility, guppies have adapted to almost all biotopes, from high-altitude streams to muddy swamps and canals. Some populations also exist in reservoirs with brackish water. However, they feel most comfortable in places where there are many aquatic plants. A little history about guppies. The story of the little guppy fish begins when the family of Robert Guppy, a lawyer by profession, settled on the island of Trinidad, near the delta of the South American Orinoco River. The lawyer's son, Robert John Lechmer Guppy, a paleontologist, had a passion for botany and collected beautiful tropical flowers in the vicinity of Port of Spain, the capital of Trinidad Island. The St. Anne's River flowed through this township, in the headwaters of which, in 1866, small-sized fish were found. Later, but in the same year, Lechmer Guppy caught several specimens and took them back to England with him. Under the careful supervision of Lechmer Guppy, the fish safely endured the 4-week sea voyage and were presented at the British Museum of Natural History, whose director was Dr. Albert Gunther, the most famous scientist of the time. The fish were described as belonging to the genus Girardinus and were named in honor of Girardinus Guppy, who found and delivered them. By the way, these fish are still kept in the British Museum. However, Albert Gunther did not know that 7 years earlier these fish were described by Professor Wilhelm Karl Hartwig Peters from specimens obtained from Venezuela, the length of which was 39 millimeters, and the height of the body of females was 9 millimeters, in view of which the name Picilia reticulate Peters existed from 1859 to 1861. And in 1861, Italian researcher F. de Filippi studied the specimens of small guppy fish obtained from Barbados and described a new genus Lobistes, and the fish was named Lobistes picoloides. They were subsequently named Lobistes reticulatus, in accordance with the rules of scientific priority. Under this name, the fish were mentioned in aquarium literature until 1963. In 1963, under the leadership of ichthyologists D. E. Rosnam and R. M. Bailey, passed the last revision of viviparous fishes belonging to the Pacillidae, the results of which were published in 1963 in the Bulletin of the American Museum of Natural History, on the basis of which the guppy fish was returned to the original name Picilia reticulate Peters 1859. In the countries of continental Europe, the distorted German pronunciation of the word guppy as guppy has taken root, but the correct English name of the fish, guppy, is used in the USA, Canada, Great Britain, and Australia. In various literature, guppies can also be found under the following names: millions fish, fancy guppy, ornamental guppy, rainbow fish, fancy millions fish guppy. Now let's take a look at their appearance. A wide variety of colors within the species, The ability to easily and quickly reproduce allowed breeders to create an incredible variety of breeds of guppies of different color combinations and patterns. Guppies are small-sized fish with an elongated body structure. Similar to Pasilians, Melanesia, and swordtails, they are members of the Pasilian fish family, which has teeth on the upper and lower jaws. The length of the male guppy does not exceed 3 centimeters, the female 6 centimeters. The body of the male is elongated in length, slender, somewhat flattened from the sides. The body of the female is also elongated in length, with more flattened from the sides of the rear part. Male guppies are much brighter and have not only a beautiful pattern, but also luxurious tails and fins. While the fins of female individuals are short, the coloration is weak. In males, the anal fin has turned into an organ of fertilization, gonopodium. Life expectancy of this wonderful fish in the wild is quite variable on average, about 2 years. Under favorable conditions, in the aquarium, the fish lives up to 3 years. It is worth mentioning that the lifespan of guppies decreases with increasing temperature, due to the acceleration of metabolism. Over many years of keeping guppies in aquariums and careful breeding, many guppy species have been obtained. At present, it is very difficult to classify guppies, as numerous crosses result in new breeds every year. The basis for the classification of guppies are the coloration of the body, mainly in males, size, shape, and color of fins. A new breed gets the name solely on the color of the tail fin. So, if the guppy has a yellow body color and a red tail, it will be called a red guppy. Female wild guppies have exceptionally transparent and colorless fins, and the body of the fish, gray with a greenish, bluish, or olive tint coloration. Subsequently, breeders obtained females with colored fins, as well as with 8 different variants of body coloration. And so, now you know who guppy fish are. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. Please subscribe to the channel and put a like. I wish you all the best. See you in the next video.